Okay, so I just wanted to make a quick video of these birds. I was gonna hold off on it, but then I decided to just make it because I've been losing birds because of the migration. The owls got me pretty bad the other night. The owl took about 5 birds, and then I had to climb my roof to get the other 2 because they got attacked the whole day, and then they were too scared to come back. And then they finally came back, and then by the time they got back, it got dark, so they just sat on the roof. And the owl just annihilated them. So I was able to figure out which one's rolling. It's actually this red band right here, the red clip bone band. That is 368, 125. The stuff that's been rolling. But this bird, I'll show his stats here. But he's a pretty good bird, pretty good, nice roll, clean roll. All these birds are pretty good. They're all starting to come to the roll, but this one's probably the deepest one, probably about 15 foot. This double red wing, this indigo, he's a pretty nice roller too. And that indigo hen right next to him, she's pretty nice. These are all not even a year old yet, but I'll show you guys more birds here in a sec. Alright, so I just wanted to show you guys this, or these are all brothers and sisters right here. They're off the 930 hen I got from Marlin Shooter. So I got a few more, but they're in the young kits because they're not quite rolling yet. So they're still being flown out. But these guys are all 2025s. Because I just started breeding that hen this year. So let me start you guys out with the oldest. This is 368 117. This guy right away, right off the bat, he was already flipping. Like within like the first week of flying, he was already flipping. And then within a couple months, I'll show you their stats here. I'll pull up, but then these are their stats. And then this bird right here is 368 118, the nest mate. The nest mate to 117, this check. And then he actually took a while to come in too. He took the longest to do anything. He was just flying for the longest time. And then after like 4 months, he finally started performing. But these guys are very fun to watch because they are in every break. This red check right here, 368 127. 127 just like the dad's number, but the dad is a 127 2023. And this one's is 368 127. Yeah, 368 127. This one is a very nice roller. She's very fun to watch. Then her nest mate is this guy right here, 368 126. This guy is probably the best roller out of all these guys. Within I think 2 months of flying airtime, he was already one of the best rollers in the team. So I bumped him up to the main team, and then yeah, he's definitely one of my best birds. And then going down the line, this is the red wing, 368 120, well 146. This guy's pretty good. He was rolling within 2 months as well. This guy was in every break out of my young kit number 1. And then after he was breaking with every break, after like I noticed that he was in every break, I bumped him up to the A team as well. This one right here, I actually flew this one, the nest mate, which is this guy right here. I actually flew him this morning. And then because I actually had him on lockdown for a while, and then I flew him this morning, and they were doing very well. This one was going at least 15 foot. The lighter color one, he's about 10 feet, but he's very frequent. All these guys are pretty frequent. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys these birds before they get taken by the hawk, because I've been losing birds like every day. But yeah, like I said, these guys are going to be in lockdown for a while. I might try again next month to fly them. Then after that, they won't fly again till spring. But yeah, I just wanted to try them to see how good they are, because I do want to try and breed them next year. Like I said, they show a lot of potential. They're off of the same mom and dad, so. And this past week, I did lose 3 of their nestmates that were in the young kid number 2, because they just got hammered by everything. The kestrels chase them, the red tails chase them, the coopers catch them, and then the falcons and the merlins. The peregrine falcon and the merlins are just terrible. But yeah, they look pretty good. This is out of all the birds I bred this year, these guys are my favorite. They're so consistent. These birds right here are just some honorable mentions. This bird right here, the black check with the blue clip on, he's actually off of Marlin Shooter's black checks. I decided to breed the blacks together, and unfortunately a lot of them didn't work out because they became too hot. But for him, he turned out pretty good. He's deep and he's frequent, so none has really shown me the speed like how the 368 126 is yet, but he's definitely a keeper, or a she. And this one right here is off the 920 cock. I've shown him before, and man, he's a really good bird. He actually had he had the most issues because of he was bumping and all this stuff, but he grew out of it. Like, out of his stats, I wrote down more of his stats more than any other bird in this in my kit boxes, because he had a lot of issues, but he like matured up, and then no more issues. This recessive red right here is off of Marlin Shooter's 910 2022 hen too. Or he has some nestmate that are in kit number 1 and 2, and they are ready to be moved into the main team, because they're showing me some row and frequency. But this one is the best. That one is number 370, the recessive red. But his dad's actually from my birds. He's actually 1/4 Westfall and then 3/4 Rick Me. And then I did get rid of a lot of them of this blood, because the Westfall, the pure Westfall, because they land in trees, and I hate that trait, because as soon as they do, the red tails take them. And then I want to show you guys these 2 birds right here, 123 and 124. The red and this black white flight right here, and this ash red white flight, they're both nestmates. And the story behind these 2 is that their dad is actually a pure Houghton bird, and then pure Houghton bird. But the thing about him is that he was a terrible breeder, because I kept him with this hen for, the first time I bred out that 127 cock that the checks earlier he's the dad to all those guys, and this is his half brother. But their dad, the pure Houghton bird, he was a terrible breeder. I kept them together with the hen for 3 years, and only bred me 1 round. He just couldn't fertilize any eggs, so I used them as a foster. But I always kindled the eggs, and then finally these 2 hatched. I was so happy, and then they are terrific rollers. He's probably about 30 feet, and then the hen's probably a little bit deeper, but I'm not really too sure how deep she is. But I'll probably try these 2 next year as well. They show a lot of potential. Yeah, 123 and then 124. The 211, this cockbird right here, this is his sister, 363, number 363. She's a 2024. She hatched last fall. She's a yearling now. And then out of all the siblings, I never really liked her that much because she wasn't that frequent or fast. But I kept flying her, and she turned out, I think she's the best sister. She doesn't make any mistakes. So I would probably try to breed her next year too. And then I think that's all the birds in here. Oh, this one, this is actually a hen. She's actually a hen I got from the AARC. She is a big hen. But I mean, I like her a lot, but there's one trait I don't like about her is that she, every time they get attacked, she will leave the kit. And you know, I don't like birds that fly out of the kit when they get attacked. I want them to stay together. But she's a terrific roller, though. She's probably one of the deeper birds here. She's probably about 40 feet. And then she's very fun to watch. But like I said, I just don't like her, that trait that she likes to fly out of the kit. So if anybody wants her, let me know. Just pay shipping, and then she's yours. Along with this cockbird right here. He's actually a pretty good bird too. He's his dad is actually a Rickme, and then the mom is a Jackanet, which I got from AARC as well. So these two are actually related. This one and this one, they're both come from Jackanet hens. But he started rolling as soon as I put him into the kit too. He started flipping like the first couple days. He was fine with the kit. And then what is it? I like him a lot, but one thing I hate about him too is that whenever they get attacked, he will like disappear from the kit. And it probably takes him like a few hours before he comes back home. So that's one trait I don't like about him. But like I said, he's frequent. He's in the breaks too, but like I said, I just don't like the fact that he flies away when they get attacked. But he's number 368-137. So him and that hen, any youngsters that wants to, you know, just watch some birds fly, let me know. If you guys pay for shipping, these two are yours. But yeah, that's just wanted to show some birds before I lose any more, and so I have some memory of these guys. And I did forget to say that the reason why I plan to stock these two is because I don't have the dad anymore. This year I got rid of a lot of birds, and then I had a youngster from my region that wanted to get some good birds, and I told him about the dad and how terrible he is at breeding. And then he said that he wanted to give him a try, so I told him that if he wants to give him a try, then he can go ahead and keep him. But yeah, these are the two kids that's left. The crazy thing is that I was gonna sell these two to dog trainers too, but luckily at the time one of the guys that come and buy birds from me, he told me that to wait a week. And then when he came back to try to buy these for dog training, I actually decided I wanted to keep them because they show so much potential. Because I wasn't sure, but yeah, they turned out to be pretty awesome birds. And I did get rid of just a little update. I did get rid of all my Irish birds. I do like the Irish, but one trait I hate about them is that, you know, whenever you let them out and they see like a place that they could land, like telephone poles or my roof, that's where they'll go first. Cause like now I don't have any issues now that I got rid of the Irish. I don't have any issues with birds landing on telephone poles. So it's pretty crazy because they'll do it and the other birds will follow them. So yeah, every time I would release them, first thing they'll do is land on that telephone pole. As you can see right here, the wire, they'll land on that. It was so annoying. And they'll just get hit by the Coopers.